Hey Saber fans, Christian from RGV Custom Sabers here. Today I've got a 2002 Master Replica Anakin Saber from Attack of the Clones. This is for Anthony Cavacale. I hope I'm saying your name properly. Inside we've got a Nano Biscotti version 4, 18650 lithium-ion battery from the Custom Saber Shop. We've also got a Cree Royal Blue Blue Red for a Royal Blue Blue main blade and red flash on clash. With the color settings of the Nano V4, one of the fonts also has a red main blade and a Royal Blue Blue flash on clash as well. The fonts on there, we've got Angsty Apprentice by Shamim, Shamim's new Anakin Episode 2 font. That was specifically requested by the customer, so that font takes the place of all 3 slots on this Saber. Each font has their own flicker settings and their own color settings and whatnot, and personality, I guess you could say, just to make them vary and make them different. Let's go over the operation of the Saber. Your activation button is this button right here. It was kind of tricky getting the switch housed in the control box and then attaching the bubble on top of it. But it worked out and it functions great. This is your blade retention screw right here. This also holds the shroud securely. So when you tighten the blade retention screw, it will tighten to the point where it will stop. And you'll know that, and once it stops, you'll know that the shroud is securely in place, but it also holds the blade very, very snugly, so it won't go anywhere. And then inside we've just got an apprentice or a standard Saberforge blade plug. The blade holder and LED unit are mounted right about here, so you get some shine through with the 2 LED bezels right here, which I think is very cool. So without further ado, I will turn it on, and then we will I'll do a blade demo, and I will show you how to access the internals, like the charge port and the SD card, and then we'll be good. So.
You're going to pay for all the Jedi that you killed today.
So this is, I think this is the first one. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're all the same. But, yeah, so we've got some Anakin Episode 2 boots on here. It's that nice royal blue blue mixing for a really cool medium blue. Love the sensitivity on the Nano V4. And there you can see the 2 bezels lighting up. The red one here must be made of some kind of reactive plastic or something. It gets really, really bright with the red LED, so it must react with the light somehow. But in the background of the font, you can hear some Qui-Gon in there, which I think was really cool. I really applaud Shamim for this font. It's a really neat font.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
Oops, sorry, I bumped my camera.
I hate them.
This one is set to red. You can see the LED bezel right there shining very brightly. And then this one is relatively dim until you hit the flash on clash. gonna get a blade installed. Anthony, I don't know if you have, I think this is what is this? It doesn't say what kind of, what size the Allen screw is, but I don't know if you have one, so in case you don't, I will be including one when I ship it to you, which by the time this is uploaded onto YouTube, it'll already be in the mail. So we'll remove the blade plug. Slide the blade in. So you'll turn it. Keep going, and then you'll feel it tighten up and stop, and that's the cap of the screw hitting the metal of the exterior of the hilt, and you'll know that that is fully tightened. And your shroud is nice and secure, and your blade is not going anywhere. So I really like the red with this hilt. Switch fonts. Oh, also the mute mode on the Nano V4. So you'll hold the button down and you wait for the first beep, and then you can let it go, and it will activate in mute mode, which is a pretty nice advancement for the Nano.
You're gonna pay for all the Jedi that you killed today.
So there we got that nice, really bright, vibrant, medium blue. This is one of my favorite shades of blue, I think, that I've ever put together.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
And Anthony, in case you want to, I mean, I assume you already have the default Nano files, because I know that I know that you've got at least one Saber and that you're relatively active within the Saber community. But in case you don't, if you want to switch any of these fonts back to the default font, I will include on the SD card the default fonts and default settings for you, just as an extra option in case you want it. Yeah, so I will remove the blade now, and then we will open it up and see what's inside. Alright, so to access your chassis and your SD card and charge port, there is a small screw. Well, it's not small, it's standard 832, but there's a screw right here. And so you can take your Allen key, loosen it up just a little bit, and your pommel cap will probably flop off. Oops. My bad. Okay. Alright, so this is your, this is actually as far as your chassis comes out. So you've got a lot of wiggle room, and there's a lot of, I mean, don't go tugging it, but yeah, it's all wired up with 28 gauge wire, so the wire is nice and strong, but I still wouldn't recommend being really rough with it. But your charge port is right there. Your SD card access is right here. Always put the kill key in, of course, before you remove your SD card. And yeah, just make whatever changes you want to make. And then when you're done, you just install the SD card back again and remove your kill key and you're good to go. So you will feel, I'm not sure what it's stopping against. I think the chassis stops against, there's a screw in the control box here. I think the chassis stops against that, but you'll feel it hard stop. It goes into the hilt about 1/4 of an inch. So you'll feel it get to the point where it won't be able to, you know, push in anymore. And then all you gotta do is place your pommel cap back on there. Tighten the screw. It doesn't have to be insanely tight, just snug enough to where it's not gonna fly off or it's not gonna, you know, fall off or anything. And you're good to go. Alright, so Anthony, this will probably be on its way to you by the time that the video finishes uploading onto YouTube. Thank you very much for your business. I appreciate it. It's been great communicating with you about this hilt, so yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching. If you would like a saber done for you, you can visit us on Facebook at RGV Custom Sabers and shoot us a message. We will be happy to help you out. Also, if you just have any general questions or anything about saber building and the hobby in general, feel free to message us there, or you can message me personally on Facebook. A lot of you guys know who I am already, so you'll be able to find me on Facebook at some point. Yeah, so thank you again very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.